Hey everybody, it's Nate with Sauce Ain't the Boss here again, and today is day number 139 of quitting alcohol. Today I wanted to talk about setting long-term goals after you quit drinking alcohol. Sometimes in the beginning process you might set some short-term goals like, I want to go 30 days without alcohol. I want to work on A, B, and C flaws within myself, learning how to relax without alcohol, those kinds of things. Things to kind of just get you through and focused in on bettering yourself and distancing yourself from alcohol and dealing with all the things that quitting alcohol kind of creates mentally and physically as you go through the first month or two. But once you're 100 plus days in, maybe 5 months, 6 months, at some point, I think setting some long-term goals that are going to give you something to look forward to and work on, things that might take time to do. They may take a year, 2 years, 5 years. They could be retirement plans, stuff like that. I think if you set some long-term goals that are years, decades even down the road, you're going to find yourself having something to look forward to work towards, that could help you keep off the alcohol and keep the cravings at bay and the thought of wanting to go back to your old life, because now you're working towards this new life that you've been building. And, just for example, one of the things that I've always invested in is real estate, and I have a goal to own X amount of rentals within the next 10 years. And, one of my goals to get to that goal is this next year, 2023. I plan on buying the next rental that I'm wanting to do. And then having goals like, maybe a year down the road, you want to plan a trip to, somewhere, Fiji, Tahiti, Hawaii, wherever, France, whatever your travel destination of desire might be. But if you work towards and have something like that to look forward to, it really helps in the process. I was always kind of one of those guys that even when I was drinking and working a lot, I liked to at least have some kind of vacation that I was either planning or that was already planned, just to kind of give me something to look forward to like a year out. Just because, when you're working really hard and you got all the pressures and stresses of work life and home life and family life and all these different things coming at you, it's kind of nice to go, okay, in another however many months or whatever it is, I've got this nice trip plan that I'm looking forward to. And I think maybe it could be a travel plans and retirement plans. Maybe you have a plan to sell your place and buy one of those diesel pusher RVs and travel around in that, or maybe you would like to buy a second home, of your choice in some other location other than where you live, that you can kind of go back and forth between, have a vacation home, a lake house, whatever. And some of this stuff might sound kind of, you might be thinking, yeah, right, I don't have the money for it. Well, number one, I've been saving $800 a month since I quit drinking, and I'm almost on 5 months here. So what is that? 8, 16, 24, 32, $4,000. $4,000 in 5 months. That's not chump change. Not to mention, like last night, normally I would have been drunk in my chair, updating the website and spending forever on it, taking way too long because, I was half inebriated or whatever. And instead, I got that done super early. I actually got on the treadmill for 5 miles, and I still had time after that to actually write an order for one of the companies I haven't wrote an order through in a while that we do business with. Got a lot of cool new stuff coming for our business. So it's like, you find yourself not just saving the money you spent on alcohol, but maybe you become more productive at your job. You quit calling in sick. You become the, employee of the month. The next thing you know, you get that promotion you've kind of been hoping for or whatever. Or you apply yourself at your job. You learn the job that you're doing. Then you branch out on your own and start your own business. That stuff happens all the time, and the one thing holding you back can be the alcohol. In many cases, it was for me. It was holding me back with my health, with my finances, with all the things I've talked about in some of these videos. And long-term plans was one of them. I didn't make plans 5, 10, 20 years down the road because honestly, I felt like my drinking was going to kill me sooner than later. And why plan 20 years out when I don't think I'm going to make it that long, And so now I'm starting to look at all these facets of my life and different things that I can plan on doing now. And you know, for retirement, for getting closer to retirement, all the things I want to experience and do now that I've got extra money from not drinking. And so yeah, set some long-term goals. You know, it's good to have different goals. Maybe a goal that you have planned at the end of the month, another goal that you're going to complete in 6 months, in a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, whatever, and just kind of stack up those goals and commit them to paper, write them down, and go back and review them at different times. But just having that, just expressing it on paper, and it makes it more real and gives you something to shoot for. That, you know, if you just kind of think about things in your mind and it's kind of in one ear and out the other, so to speak, you know, and it kind of gets lost sometimes. But if you commit it to paper, and then at the end of each month, week, maybe end of each 6 months, ask yourself, what did you do in that past 6 months, month, whatever it's been, that got you closer to completing that goal that you had for yourself. One of my goals is I've got an ideal weight right now that I'm trying to get down to. I'd like to get to a place where I'm between, you know, maybe 12 to 15% body fat. And I mean, when I started this, shoot, I had to be like 40 or something like that percent body fat. I think I'm probably hovering around the maybe 25, 27% mark right now. And so yeah, I'd like to see, you know, get to that 12, 15%. It's going to take me maybe 3, maybe 4 more months to get there, but that's a goal I have for myself. And in fact, just before I shot this video, talk about what are you doing to get close to that goal. I lifted weights for an hour. Like I said yesterday, I got on the treadmill for 5 miles. So I have this goal now I've committed to. I want to see, hey, what do I look like? I don't think I've been that low of body fat since I've been in high school. So it's just something kind of fun to play around with. And if I don't like the way I look, then I'll do a lean bulk and start putting on some more muscle. And you know, just been kind of making that kind of a fun hobby, is working out and lifting weights and stuff like that, and trying to get into the best shape of my life, honestly, you know, since I've been trashing my body for the last 20 plus years. It's time to show it some love, and you know, all that good stuff. So anyway, guys, set some goals for yourself once you feel, you know, like you've gotten through the bumpy patch of the first month or two of the cravings, and kind of just getting through that. And once you feel like, okay, this is going good, I feel pretty solid, start thinking about long-term future. And I think that that'll help you stay on the path of not drinking. So that's what I'm doing. Anyway, guys, if you guys are enjoying these videos, please give them a like, subscribe to the channel if you can, and most importantly, remember, sauce ain't the boss. You are. You guys have a great night.